Let's talk about the homie Wiz Khalifa and his what I would call lack of respect for a couple of DJs out in Los Angeles. So he was doing a club spot at the Poppy nightclub, just doing promo. You know how they bring artists through and give them a mic and let them get up there and promote the club. And this was happened to be on the time where he had just dropped a new project. I wasn't aware he was dropping a new project, so clearly I'm asleep.
A week ago, I believe.
Was it a week ago? Okay. I fooled with early Wiz. As his career progressed, I kind of fell back, but early Wiz was cold, so I don't know what the new project sounds like. But he started snapping on the DJs, man. It was DJ Mike Danger and MC Tron, I believe, were the two DJs there. And I can't even try to read all of it because of all the curses that are on it, but I'm just going to paraphrase.
You just gotta watch the video.
Yeah, if you watch the video, you'll see him go off and, ask for a fade and call him horrible. He was offended, very upset, and just pretty much berated these guys in front of the whole club.
It was just extra, man, honestly.
Very extra. But I saw a couple of people take the devil's advocate side, and this is what I want to ask you about. And Jay Moore, I come to you first. I saw people saying, well, the DJs were supposed to know that his album dropped today, and that this was supposed to have been taken care of with both parties prior to him coming in, trying to find a way to, I guess, absolve him from the way he acted. I think they're two completely different things. But what do you think about that? Should this have been taken care of prior to him going crazy? I don't think this should have been that big of a deal, even if it wasn't talked about prior to come out. Just play my music and be done with it.
If there's going to be a performance piece to something and there's an artist there, that needs to be worked out ahead of time. I've been in that situation more than once. When I was at Tiki Bob's, we had artists come through and do, a show, even though it's not really a live venue to perform, stuff like that. But, if you want to perform and you want to get on the mic and do your thing, usually an artist has their own DJ, and that's worked out ahead of time. All right, when you're just trying to do something on the fly, and hand somebody a USB drive or whatever, and saying this, that, and the third. If you don't work out, your performance ahead of time,
right?
Then, and I don't know if they did that, then I can't really give Wiz a lot of grace. That said, the way he handled it, as far as the things that he said, and the way he addressed them, I thought was entirely disrespectful. I thought it was disrespectful of the DJ culture. And you got to understand, when I saw that, it's like there are certain things that happen to me when I'm out working that make me see red. And hearing the way Wiz Khalifa was addressing these individuals, that would have made me like.
He put his hands on him too, kind of brushed him off.
I know Wiz, call himself getting in the gym or whatever, but
I don't know about all that.
You got to understand if something like this happened at any of my establishments, I'm going to jail, and the individual who pulls something like this is going to the emergency room. I don't think people realize, like I said, it's a disrespect to the DJ culture. Like a lot of times we forget, like if you are somebody that's on the mic, the DJ, you're supposed to be following him, and if you haven't given him the proper instructions, or you don't know you haven't worked something out ahead of time, that's your fault.
Right.
I have a problem. Like I said, when there've been performance pieces in the clubs I've worked in, okay, the DJ who's the resident, he steps off. That artist DJ comes in. They have everything ready to go. And then that they're able to promote their project or do a performance.
Right.
To think that the residents are supposed to know exactly what you want, know exactly what your cues are, that's not realistic. And so if they didn't work that out ahead of time, I can't give Wiz any grace. And the way he spoke to them was so disrespectful. Like, he's lucky that these are probably much better people than I am, because he got run up out of there. I'm sorry. I like Wiz Khalifa's music. I'm, a son of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania as well.
Yeah.
But, I'd have been like, you're not going to talk to me any old kind of way. Not in my establishment, not where in front of my people. It's not going to go down like that.
And this is why I wanted to have this topic, because you are in that environment a lot. From an MC standpoint, and you understand the conversations that I had prior to, the night starting.
I just don't. I don't tolerate that kind of disrespect.
Oh, I know you don't.
Not from patrons, not from artists that come through.
Right.
I've had to talk. I had to talk to somebody this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Metronome and I had to clear some things up because it was going to be a little realer than it needed to be. So, I'm just saying, like, when I saw this, I was like, that's unnecessary. Not only is it unnecessary, it's unprofessional.
We got two sides of it because we have an actual DJ here with Terry. So what were your thoughts? Because we hear it from his perspective, obviously. But you as a DJ, because I know you're not going, but I'm just saying, what'd you think?
I'm the resident angry guy, I guess. Because there's no way Wiz Khalifa would have talked to me like that. Absolutely no way. And dude was smiling at him.
I know.
Yeah,
he was smiling.
I was like,
he
once again, you are a much better person than me.
He just smacked his hat.
He was like,
he didn't shoved him,
like, hey,
and then he got on his laptop. Man, there would have been a whole different type of video out.
That's what I thought.
It would have been Wiz getting smacked and stole. I mean, just because you're in the gym, don't mean you can take a punch.
Yeah.
Your face is still real slender, and your chin is small. So I'm just saying, I would have.
I know.
I can't say what I want to.
I know.
I keep forgetting we have two different sides of our show. If you want to catch the
post show,
yeah, you might hear the actual. But nah, man, there's no way I'm letting Wiz Khalifa talk to me like that, man. And that's
not in
just,
front of my people.
Not in front of my people. Nobody would have heard nothing from Wiz Khalifa that night. I would have literally closed my laptop up and dared him to say something to me. Because I'm not about to play none of your stuff now.
Yeah, like now I'm thinking as a DJ community, we need to reassess whether or not we're going to support Wiz Khalifa.
I mean, the video cut off, so I don't even know if they ran the joints after the fact.
Yeah, they ran them. He said, I'm going to just DJ my own stuff. Y'all suck.
Okay.
He's on dude's laptop pressing play on.
I didn't watch that.
Nah, man. There has to be respect is learned, earned, and given. Now, it depend on where you catch me at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you respect out the gate.
Yeah. Now,
if it's not returned, then it's definitely like giving back. At that time, then this is a wash. So I don't care what happens after I respected you and you didn't respect me back, and you in here calling me all kind of bees and
he went off.
Whatever he decided to call. Man, nah, there's no way. That video would have went viral of me slanting on his neck in front of everybody. And it just would have been that. And he could have tried to press charge or whatever. I would have happily took that case and probably would have found a lawyer to take it on pro bono so we all can get paid.
Like I said, these guys showed a ridiculous amount of restraint, not jumping on Wiz.
This is Chris Rock level restraint. Like they did a good job considering.
No, they didn't do a good job.
You don't. Well, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying for restraint purposes.
Because what that man, you got to understand what that looks like in your city. Like
it looks awful.
Even the time where Juvenile was here disrespecting the DJ. There's no way that should have went down.
I agree.
Now the last incident when Trick Daddy or somebody was here,
I remember
they
that one.
did what was supposed to be done.
Yep.
Nah, you ain't about to talk to nobody here like that. This is our city. You can go ahead and get up out of here. That's how every one of those events should end. If it don't end in fisticuffs,
we need a local trick here.
Something. Because now you can't just get up there. I mean, you're literally disrespecting the city that you're in because you don't even live here, and you come in here talking to everybody that's actually from here like that. Nah, that don't fly, man.
You think, Long?
Everything everybody else has said except, Jay kind of hit on mine. It's just super unprofessional. Like you're a professional, like a professional, right? You're a rapper. This is your career. This is your job. It's your job to be able to do these things, to be able to handle these situations with grace. It's your job to be able to know what's going on. It's if you're going to be hosting or you're going to be doing whatever, I don't care how big you are, you're a performer, you're an entertainer. This is what you're supposed to be doing. So it just makes, to me, at the end of it all, no matter what happens, he looks bad, period.
Long, let me try this. Smooth Hoosier said, if they fight, they mess the bag up for themselves. I think he's speaking to the DJ, speaking as it relates to the DJ.
All money ain't good. I would have much rather taken the loss of that money and had the video of me whooping dude all over the net.
I mean,
because that would have led to more money later on.
But that's the thing. Like, who's really saying that they would actually lose money off on that gig, anyways? Like,
I would gladly take that chance. I'm not even thinking about the bag at that point.
right? Yeah.
No, this is the thing. If something like this happened, they try to disrespect me or Metronome and I, trying to use my correct
there you go. Yeah.
sentence structure, or any other DJ that we have as a guest at Take That Tuesday, and somebody thinks they're gonna come in and pop off real fly, I'd rather the viral moment be we don't take any disrespect in here.
Yeah.
You know, you think you can disrespect up in here, you're gonna see what time it really is in Indianapolis on a Tuesday night.
And there's a thing between you have not only the bag that is actual money, but then you also have your social respect aspect of it, your social value, your social currency, if you will. And so there's two levels of that.
I'm with Terry from a standpoint of that said video, what we talked about, it's going to pay dividends later.
Yeah,
it's going to pay dividends.
It'll even itself out.
And it's also going to establish what Jay Morris said about, be cool when you come to Nap or where you come to wherever.
Whatever city. Don't go to any other city and think that you can just, that you have enough hits or have enough cachets and artists to where you can you feel like these people are less than you, so you can speak to them in that manner. No, that's not going to go down like that.
Yeah, people need to get for real. You didn't bring enough people with you to take on a whole city. I don't care if you got all your homeboys with you.
It's just not going to go like that.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. It's just dumb, man. It's just
not a good look. It's not a good look. You're actually losing fans based on that.
And he looked like he was feeling himself, like he was
absolutely
it was the
feeling
vibe.
himself.
Like I'm doing a good thing
he
right
was
here. I
feeling
look like
himself
man.
because there was no aggression put back towards him.
Agreed.
Like literally none.
Agreed.
Look, I'm actually paid to know these things. I didn't know Wiz Khalifa had new music out.
I didn't
either.
So
I'm not trying to,
and that's not me trying to diss, but like
it's not a diss.
I go through every week to see new music so we can see if we can start, moving some things around in the club and freshening up the sound of what's going on.
Yeah.
Until this story, this has been promo for him because, like I said, I had no idea Wiz Khalifa had new music.
Well, he got what he wanted.
You ain't had a track played in the club since probably
Black and Yellow.
Don't do that long.
I mean, he probably had a few.
He had a few after that now, but
the song
has he though? Like, I mean,
he had a couple joints
he had the
after
song
that
from
now.
the Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah, I wasn't playing that in the club.
I mean, no, that's sad.
I figured he done had a couple joints though that would be joints y'all would run, right?
I've been
Not
plenty
really.
of nights and ain't ran no Wiz Khalifa.
No, I mean,
so.
My favorite Wiz Khalifa is Kush and Orange Juice.
Yeah,
that's the
mine
era
too.
I'm talking about. When he was putting the mixtapes out, he couldn't miss for a while there. So that's the Wiz I fool with. But hey, either way, he got us talking about his album.
No, we're not talking about it.
No, we're not.
We don't
We're
even
not
know what it's
talking about
called.
it. I don't know the title.
Hey, Terry, you're right. I
And
have
you know
no
what?
idea what it's called.
And just off of respect for the DJs, we're not going to mention it
Yeah,
if we
I'm
knew
not
it
gonna mention
anyway.
Fair
Anyways.
enough, Lone. I stand corrected.